there. It's April. Welcome back. It's day 21 for my 100-day Trusting God experiment. And I have been seeking God every morning, really working on navigating a big shift that I've been in personally, as well as in my business. And I closed my consulting business after 9 years to just quiet my mind, to just be still and do nothing and seek God to help me to navigate this. So I want to share with you what's come up in the last 24 hours. As I was praying this morning, there were two specific things, action steps that I believe God was leading me to do. One of them, the first one that came up, was totally unexpected. So I always have my journal, and I was in prayer and asking the Lord, what is it that you want to share with me today, Lord? I'm listening. What is it? And one of the things that he told me right away was, today there is a step I want you to take. And I asked him, okay, what is it? Whatever you ask, I'll do it. And he said, it's a step of faith. And he said, it's to forgive someone from my past. And I haven't been thinking about this. It hasn't come up. This is what I've been praying for in the mornings is for God to search my heart and purify my heart and cleanse my heart and purify and cleanse my motives. And I think there's this little something lingering in the background, something that occurred years ago, probably 28, 25 years ago, 27 years ago. There's a little piece of forgiveness. And I basically just said, I'll do this, Lord. I'm ready. I'm so ready. So I have plans to reach out to this person tomorrow to go ahead and take that step and pray before I do it, which is a big step. This is kind of a big thing. It really is a big thing. But I'm ready for full healing, full transformation. And as I continued to pray, I remember I was asking the Lord, I said, I'm listening. Is there anything else, wisdom or guidance that you have to share with me? You know my needs, Lord. You know what I've been seeking you about. And the Lord shared with me that he said there will be a contract and a trial period of time, and you will receive a big offer. I have no idea what kind of offer that is, but I'm like, oh, wow, okay. And I probed further, and I said, thank you. Can you tell me more about what's on my page today or anything else? And the Lord shared with me that I thought was interesting, and which is the topic of this video today, is all about asking for help, like reaching out to your sphere of influence and basically sharing with them something that you're looking for or a connection that you're seeking, and start there. I think that, I mean, that's just a powerful step that anybody can take navigating any shift or pivot in their life or career or in any way, like even asking for wisdom, right? And so he said, this is what the Lord told me. He said, you will send out an email to the people that you know and let them know what you are looking, that you are open and looking to work in a new capacity. Tell them who you are looking for. They will have leaders that will come to mind and will connect you. And I'm like, oh my gosh, wow. I mean, let me just say this. Part of what I'm learning about this journey that I'm on, and literally just completely yielding to the Holy Spirit and listening for God to guide me step by step. What I'm learning is that when we get really still and we pause to listen for guidance, like really listen, and we're still enough for long enough, I believe I'm starting to receive the exact steps forward. Like God is illuminating the path and the steps forward. It's not something that I have to worry about or stress over. It's like He's showing me how to do it step by step, which that was totally unexpected. I thought I would receive a piece of wisdom here, or maybe some encouragement and His love, even the transformation piece, but the process is what I'm really just incredibly humbled and grateful for. And so I just received it. I was like, okay, Lord. And I said, is there anything else? And He said, that's all for now. And I'm like, okay, I've got it. The next step that I took, He told me yesterday to reach out to somebody that I know. So I had a meeting late this afternoon with someone, and we were just kind of brainstorming some ideas, and there was a question that was posed by her, and I'm paraphrasing, I don't remember the exact question, something about what is it, what's the thing that what kind of work or what have you done in the past, out of all the work or the personal things that you love to do, what is it that you really love to do most? Like it just lights you up. You just feel like there's an ease and a flow to it, and you just enjoy it. What was that? And I listed out a few things. And then when I was looking at my work, like the type of work that I've done with clients over the past 9 years, I wrote down very clearly, I love writing. Like identifying ideal clients, identifying their public problem, private problem, unknown problem, and their hunger, and really wordsmithing it, and just writing in a way that that captures attention, and also writing in a way that motivates action. And especially with putting together, like I said, for example, I wrote the marketing copy for a landing page for a client, and she generated $4,000 in sales from her one-day event with that copy. And then I had other examples of it, several others. And she said, that sounds like copywriting. That is something that you can offer now and do now, and maybe just explore that. She said, just explore. Maybe that might be kind of a lane or a type of work. And I go, that's exactly what I've been doing, but I've just never called myself like a copywriter. And she said, that's exactly what you've been doing. So that was kind of an aha moment to recognize that. I'm sharing this with you because I think that sometimes when you talk through something with a friend, or maybe you hire a coach to help you, or someone else, they can reflect something back to you that you're saying that you enjoy doing or like doing, or they can reflect things back to you and go, well, that's what that is. And for you, it's just second nature to do it. You never really thought of calling it that, but that's really what it is. Or that's one thing that you could call it, for example. So we identified today with this meeting that I had, I am open and exploring opportunities right now to work with a successful Christian entrepreneur or a business owner that runs or owns a multi-million-dollar business. And I am offering right now a couple of things, options. Marketing copywriting, so writing a website page, writing a landing page that captures leads and motivates action, and maybe even a buying decision from their audience or from their ideal client. So the design of it, the layout, what it needs to be, and then writing the copy. I don't do the technical setup, but I can certainly write, here's what the flow of it needs to be to persuade people to take action. The second thing that I can absolutely do is host a one-day sales seminar for a company, for their sales team, or for their employees, for example. And it's a certain amount per employee. I could do it for one company or have it and combine multiple different companies and really take the entire day to map out who the ideal client is, the pain point, the pain points, all of those things that they need to know, their hunger, their desired outcome or result. So their messaging, but also combine it with, now how do we go and put that into action for sales? Another thing that I could do for this individual, this leader, is design a sales presentation or a pitch deck. So if it's a corporation, a company, or an organization, and they're trying to sell their services to other companies or to an individual, even an investor, if it's a startup that's funded, they have some funding, but they're wanting to grow to the next level, I can help them to put together a presentation or a pitch deck, or it could be just for a company to get clients. So that, all of that literally came from a conversation that I had this afternoon with a friend. And I think what I want to say is, I have had a hard time asking for help or even just sharing what I'm looking for in the past. In the past, I've been the person that was eager to help and support other entrepreneurs, or to support clients, or to support friends. But I was the one that somehow held back from even asking for help for myself. And it's not easy. When the Lord first told me this about asking for help, sending out an email to my sphere of influence and just share with them what you're seeking. And at first I was like, really? I mean, I wasn't planning on doing that, but okay, all right. And I think sometimes we need to ask for help and support from others at times. And also give our support and help and create connections and do introductions for people as well. I think it's both ways. So that is all I have for you today. I encourage you to ask for help, or even just the act of sharing with people what you're looking for and be real clear and specific. I think that was one of my biggest takeaways from today, as well as the forgiveness. I think God is also doing that spiritual surgery on my heart. And I've been praying, Lord, search my heart, cleanse and purify my heart and my motives. And I think that's one little lingering piece that needs to be healed and then released, which is not going to be easy, but I'm willing to do that. I'm ready. It's been many years. All right. Have a good evening, and I'll see you soon. Bye.